Welcome back.
Here's Kristen with the latest update on our weather.
We've been experiencing some unseasonal-like conditions here in the month of January, but coming up we should be expecting some colder temperatures because of this cold front moving in. It's brought us some rain today, and it's expecting to bring us some more snow and colder temperatures for the rest of this week. So start to bundle up again because it's going to get colder.
Thanks, Kristen. I guess that's what we should expect in January.
And now to more news. The Hoosier News Source team has its own staff covering Haiti, as student Deanna Albritton has the latest on the tragedy and how members of the Bloomington community are reaching out to Haiti.
As the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, Haiti is not unfamiliar with devastation. But with the 7.0 magnitude earthquake that recently hit this poor country, its poverty and troubles have come into the world view. Thursday night, a forum to raise awareness and funds for the victims of Haiti's earthquake was held in Alumni Hall and was attended by many Bloomington residents and IU students.
I think that there's sort of this sense for me that listening to stories on the news is informative, but cannot be completely full a lot of the time, and also maybe doesn't convey like the emotion that's behind a lot of what's happening. And so I guess I was hoping that in getting like a wider, sort of deeper set of information about what's going on, I would be able to, I think, both learn more and feel more about the situation.
The night speakers covered a range of topics, including the U.S.-Haitian relations, the seismic dimensions of the Port-au-Prince earthquake, and wise giving in the context of disaster relief.
The Haitian earthquake and the recent aftershock have been very much a part of my consciousness over the past week. The images of profound human tragedy and the destruction of the very foundations of human existence have been deeply moving and unsettling. The old and the young, the rich and the poor have all been victims.
The needs in Haiti will outrun the standard news cycle by a long shot. So where will we be there when the news stories end? And I'd like to call tonight's event a success if we're still thinking and talking and doing something about Haiti 1 year from now.
Thank you again for all the things you're doing for the Haitian community. I am privileged tonight to have the opportunity to be the voice of the Haitian people. They probably don't have a chance to say thank you. Maybe in that difficult time, this is all we can say. Thank you very much.
Some fear that in the coming weeks, people will begin to forget about Haiti and the devastation that has recently hit.
Well, I think the most important thing is that the Haitian people have to continue to believe that they can overcome and that they can work together and encourage each other to do what Haitians need to have done. I think it begins with Haiti, I think it ends with Haiti. That doesn't mean that the Haitians cannot receive help from people, but I think it's as they see themselves, so will it be in their country.
I'm Deanna Albritton, Hoosier News Source.
The Red Cross says those who want to help the children of Haiti should donate to agencies dedicated to reuniting the children with surviving family members. Aid groups stopped all adoptions before the January 12th earthquake. Adoptions in progress will resume the process.
Senator-elect Scott Brown toured the nation's capital on Thursday following his surprise special election upset over Democratic candidate Martha Coakley. The special election filled the vacant Massachusetts seat that the late Ted Kennedy carried for over 40 years until his death early in 2009. With Brown's victory, the Democrats lose their 60th seat in the Senate, which prevented potential filibusters. Current national issues such as health care are now unlikely to be passed with the new Senate demographic. Many politicians claim last Tuesday was the beginning to the political shift in Washington. Midterm elections are expected to continue this trend as all the House members and a third of the Senate will be up for re-election this November.
California continues to be under a state of emergency as a fourth storm is expected to hit the greater Los Angeles area. Isolated tornadoes, mudslides, and power outages are being reported as citizens are urged to evacuate their homes until the storms have passed. 2 deaths occurred since the storms began on Monday, and in some spots the National Weather Service estimates as much as 12 inches of rain has fallen. The storms stem from the El Niño weather pattern meteorologists predicted would occur at the beginning of the year. The rain is expected to continue through Friday and the early weekend.
The New York Times unveiled a new plan that would make readers be charged to access the newspaper's online content. This new deal is expected to be announced in the following weeks, involving an instituted metered pay plan in which readers can view a limited amount of articles for free before being invited to subscribe to the company. The New York Times is the latest newspaper to try charging readers for their online content. The San Francisco Chronicle, as well as the Wall Street Journal, have experimented with the online fee. Only the Wall Street Journal continues the system. In 2007, the Times abandoned an online subscription service because of small subscription revenues and high advertising content. According to a recent Harris poll released this month, 77% of people say they wouldn't pay for online content. 19% suggested they would pay between $1 and $10 for online material. Finally, this week, new construction is set to start in downtown that will bring new commercial space and condominium living. The upscale living will be at Kirkwood Avenue and Washington Street intersections with a price range in the lower six-figure value. 16 condominiums are available for purchase, as well as street-level commercial space, which the city believes will be high commodities. The new construction site is one of 2 projects Kirkwood will undergo during the new year. East of Washington Street, retailers are expected to rent space for new shops and restaurants in Kirkwood Shopping District. The city says both projects are expected to be finished and ready for tenants at the beginning of 2011.
Well, that's all we have for you for this week on Hoosier News Sports on IUS TV. I'm Brittany Bradley.
And I'm Margot Andrews. We'll see you next week.